What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another news video. Here are the news headlines for today, as we get a 24/7 shock title change. WWE superstar uses CM Punk's finisher. Is there another injured AEW star? And a WWE superstar secretly gets married. Let's get into the first story of today, as there were multiple 24/7 title changes over this weekend. The Drifter Elias arrived at Fox's Founders Day event as champion, but that quickly changed after R-Truth pinned him whilst being distracted by Drake Maverick to win the championship for the 13th time. Maverick was then in pursuit of Truth, who managed to stumble onto the Fox Sports set. But whilst R-Truth was talking to the presenters, he was momentarily distracted by the possibility of his pursuers turning up, started walking back and tripped over nothing, to be honest. Shockingly, whilst Truth was down, Fox Sports host Rob Stone called for a referee, who managed to come in and make the pin. Rob Stone was the new 24/7 champion. However, while Stone was celebrating, Elias snuck up from behind and rolled him up to win back the championship. Elias is now a 4-time 24/7 champion. Now, many people on Twitter were angry to see the title being won by a non-WWE wrestler, but many forget the title had zero prestige in the first place. The segments are only a bit of fun, so lighten up. And before anybody mentions in the comments down below, we did not diss the belt's concept, only the look of it. That might have saved up 200 comments. It's also quite funny to note that Rob Stone has managed to win a singles title even before Braun Strowman. Our next story looks at a WWE superstar using CM Punk's finisher. WWE really can't help themselves at times, knowing what chants are going to erupt if certain nods are made to former WWE champion CM Punk. Granted, it can't be helped at times, as CM Punk chants break out anytime WWE holds a live event in Chicago. However, when a WWE superstar performs his finisher, WWE are certainly asking for it. That's exactly what happened at a WWE live event in Lima, Peru, as Daniel Bryan definitely got some heel heat by picking up Kofi Kingston and giving him not one, but 2 GTS finishers. Kofi countered the third and gave a GTS back to Bryan. Of course, this led to loud CM Punk chants. But speaking of stolen finishers, the heat between Matt Riddle and Goldberg may have turned up a bit more, as during Evolve 133, Matt Riddle faced Josh Briggs and finished off the match by hitting Goldberg's jackhammer finisher on him. However, Riddle called it the Bro Hammer. Very ingenious. Next up is another AEW wrestler unable to compete. Now, yesterday we reported that Jon Moxley has been pulled out of AEW's third pay-per-view All Out, as he's dealing with MRSA in his elbow and is expected to be out for 4 weeks. His match isn't entirely scrapped, as Pac will now be taking his place to go up against Kenny Omega at the pay-per-view. However, is there another AEW superstar being forced to pull out due to injury? Now, one of the Lucha brothers, Rey Fenix, may have suffered a leg injury. Fenix was reportedly weakly walking around after his bout in Big Time Wrestling against Juventud Guerrero and Teddy Hart. There was concern that due to this, Fenix might not be able to compete in the ladder match against the Young Bucks next week. However, fear not, as Big Time Wrestling confirmed. We are happy to announce Rey Fenix will be wrestling as scheduled tonight in Enfield, Connecticut. He never had a broken leg or anything close to it. Wrestling reporters should report on our great shows, high attendance and fan experience, rather than waiting for a story and reporting it with absolutely no verification. Fair enough. And our last story today looks at a WWE superstar who secretly got married yesterday. Now, we recently heard the great news of Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins getting engaged, and it was plastered all over wrestling news sites, including WWE.com getting in on it, but some WWE wrestlers like to keep their relationships private. You might recall that Dean Ambrose and Renee Young secretly tied the knot in a very low-key wedding in Las Vegas in 2017. Now it seems like another superstar has followed with the same idea of a super low-key wedding, as Finn Balor and Fox Sports Mexico's Vera Rodriguez, who only got engaged a few months ago, got married yesterday in a private ceremony, presumably in the jungles of Mexico. Wrestlelamia would like to offer our congratulations to the couple, and hopefully Finn will be back soon to face the Fiend and get his revenge under his demon persona. But there you have it, guys. the latest wrestling news for today. Be sure to comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.